Well, Robert, just talk about making the Daytona 500 and what it means to be back in this field.
Well, it's an unbelievable feeling just to be here. It's a blessing to be here, really. To go from being a hay farmer in Pilot Point, Texas, to making the field at the Daytona 500 and Sprint Cup Series. And I really didn't expect this opportunity to come, this quickly after we shut down our organization at R3 Motorsports in 2014. I've been living a lot slower pace of life back home in Pilot Point, and my phone's ringing, and that's George Strait, by the way, for all you Texans out there. But I've been a very, very blessed man. I got a beautiful wife. We had a baby boy this first part of December this past year, Robert Thomas, and just going to church on Sundays, man, and farming. That's what my life's been about for the past year and a half, and loving every minute of it. But little did I expect this opportunity to arise. And my buddy Lane Segerstrom at Stalkit gave me a phone call the other day when I was actually out mowing my pastures, and said he was trying to put a deal together to run the Daytona 500, and I just about fell out of my seat, and I jumped out in the pasture and started doing a dance, and it's just overwhelming, and such a blessing just to be here and be able to compete with the likes of Dale Jr. and Kyle Busch and a lot of the guys in this sport. Got a lot of respect for those guys, and hopefully by the end of the race on Sunday they'll have a new respect for me.
At what point last night during the duel did you kind of feel like, hey, this could be my night, this could be, qualifying looks pretty good for me right now?
Yeah, I mean, we had an awesome qualifying effort. Mike Ford and everyone here at BK and everyone working on that 26 Stalkit Toyota was just head over heels on how our qualifying effort turned out, and without that solid lap time, it wouldn't have given us an opportunity to even be locked in for the Daytona 500. As far as the dual race last night went, I never really knew where we stood until maybe the last 10 laps of the race. I guess they didn't want to inform me of anything until then. But I would say that middle part of the race had green flag pit stops. We were in a good position at that time. Lost a lot of spots there on pit road. Part of it was my fault, not coming to pit road as hard as I should have, being too conservative, and paid the price there towards the end of the race and lost a lot of spots. But we were still fortunate enough with my teammate Matt DiBenedetto racing hard all night long to guarantee our spot into the Daytona 500. So Matt's going to be on the Christmas list this year, that's for sure. And again, I can't thank BK Racing, Ron Devine, Toyota, Lane Segerstrom, and everyone at Stalkit, all my fans back home in Texas for supporting me, especially there in Funky Town. But just cheer me on, man. Go for that 26 car in the Daytona 500.
Yeah, well, and finally, what is the mindset going into Sunday? Everyone knows Daytona, it's a crapshoot out there. I mean, kind of what's your mindset going into it?
It really is a coin toss. I mean, you try to have a strategy, at the first part of the race. But most of the time that strategy goes out the window pretty fast. You end up pitting with cars that you don't plan on pitting with, and everybody gets on different fuel mileage strategies, 2 tires, 4 tires. By the it's all said and done, and the smoke clears, and it's 10 to go. It's going to be every man for himself anyway. So all we can do is just try to run a clean race, be there at the end, and hopefully come away with a top 10 finish is what my goal realistically is.